Taurus, let's have a look though and lay out 6 more cards for love, romance, and relationships. Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, 5 of Pentacles has come up twice, as has the 2, the notion of the 2. Okay, 5 of Pentacles has come up twice. Look, I definitely feel like someone has shut themselves off to love here, and I do believe this is you, Taurus. You've closed yourself off to someone, or actually they're still waiting for you to open up, but you're not ready to do this. You have the Ace of Wands. This speaks of a God-gifted, universal gifted, your spirit guides gifting you someone that can give you a wonderful future together. I do believe there's a fire sign around you here. You've got the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands. If you're married or you're coupled up with someone here, Taurus, the Ace of Wands shows that there's going to be a surge of energy in your relationship here. Adventure, sexuality, passion, impulsiveness, desire, this newfound movement around the 2 of you. So I think for those involved with a fire sign, or involved with any sign really, I do believe there's an energy of fire. Something will be ignited between the 2 of you. So this is nice. This shows that there's direction. It can be with words. It can be initiated right at the beginning of the month. Absolutely. It's finding love again with someone here. Maybe you've been inactive. Maybe you've closed yourself off to their efforts. Maybe they've been crying out for your attention, your affection here, Taurus, and you've been too busy doing other things. Whatever it is that's going on, I like what this corner represents, because I do believe there's growth. There's vegetation on this one. It's almost like a sprouting, if you will, that's going to happen in your relationship. So this is beautiful. This can mean finding intimacy, reigniting a sexual spark here, reigniting the flame in this regard. Absolutely. The 2 of Wands, however, does point to decisions that need to be made here. Some of you are contemplating, should you stay or should you go? It's come up twice, once with the 2 of Wands and another time with the 2 of Swords. Okay, this notion of closing yourself off to someone or something. Could be an air sign, could be fire here. You might have choices in love. For those that are single, I almost feel like your life can take you 2 different journeys. And this is exciting but kind of scary at the same time here, Taurus. The decision you make, the person that you choose this month, could lead you in a very different direction. I almost feel like the choices you make are going to lead you to a soulmate here. There's definitely lessons that will need to be learnt. The 4 of Cups, this is all about self-illumination, self-growth. Some of you can be meeting someone foreign, meeting someone abroad. It can be through work. I'm not sure if this is a charity event, helping people rehabilitate, helping people get them back on their feet again. Maybe this is for the purposes of work, for sales, for finance, increased funding. Some of you could be meeting someone that is foreign. This person can offer you a lot of adventure, is what I'm seeing here. It could be a long-distance relationship that may eventuate for some of you this month. Absolutely. There is a notion of back and forth. However, for some reason, I don't feel you're too convinced in investing too much emotion into this, but you'd be surprised with what you can get in return here, Taurus. So don't burn your bridges just yet. Don't say no just yet. Maybe give it time. Some of you may be separated from someone you care about as well. But I almost feel like there's quite an adventurous energy coming in, or discussing adventure. You've got the 3 of Pentacles here. This is sacrifice, convincing, persuasion, negotiations that need to take place. For some of you that are divorcing or separating and you're fighting over assets or money, I almost feel like eventually you'll come into an agreement, something where you both agree on. Now, you will have to sacrifice some sort of money here for some of you, but discussions will take place. But ultimately, I like the end goal here. Wow, I just feel like some of you are feeling really burdened here, Taurus. You're feeling really... There's something going on. Love matters weigh heavy on you this month. You're coming up, unless you're dealing with another earth sign, a fellow Taurus, Cap, Virgo, there's an energy of the both of you feeling really burdened by what's going on in love. You're trying to make things work here. As I said, I still believe someone is vouching for you. They're still wanting your attention. They still want to know your thoughts. They still want some sort of sign or symbol. They still want you to come out and say how you feel here, Taurus. They're still behind you, even though you've shut them off, is what I'm seeing here. They still care for you. Again, this water, this knight coming in with a cup. You know, maybe things have been barren, things have been quiet. You've been struggling with this person for quite some time, but they're still moving forward. They're still willing to trek this. They're willing to cross the river of emotion. They're willing to go through this arduous journey with you. But for some reason, you're not feeling the same. Have you lost that sense of emotion here? Has it become too heavy for you to carry? Are you not ready to address those points here? Because this person they're wearing their heart on their sleeve. They're expressing how they really feel in regards to their emotions. They're willing to stick through it. They're willing to be by your side. There's an element of frustration. The Knight of Cups looks to the Two of Swords. He's not getting anywhere with him though. The Two of Swords is closed off. The Moon here, anxiety, edginess, mystery, emotion, someone not knowing how they're feeling, someone not knowing the right words to choose is what I'm seeing here, Taurus, in regards to love. Strong water sign though here, or someone who's very, very emotional about you, about your connection, about what words are being said, about the conversations, about the pace of your relationship. Tears of joy, tears of sadness, an outpour of emotion. So it's interesting this is coming up. You know, I do think you've got a choice to make here. It's not an easy choice, and maybe this is why you've shut yourself off, because maybe you can see a future with both people you're involved in. But it's been too heavy for you. No longer can you. You know, there's less waters in these cards. Flat water, windy water, the shores crashing down. There's something coming to a head here, Taurus, and you will be involved. I do see someone getting hurt though this month. I do. It could be you. It could be that this becomes so painful, that this becomes so heavy for you. With the 5, I do see someone getting hurt. This is someone feeling rejected. This is someone feeling like, you know, that they've put a lot into this and haven't gotten much back. They've asked for the help. They've cried out for help. They've cried out for love, for attention, for affection, for energy, for someone else's time, but they just haven't gotten it in return. And as a result, it could be, you know, it could be, for some of you, it is a happy ending. Some of you are sailing into the sunset. Others, it's the other side of the spectrum here. Something that you thought, this fleeting happiness could be blocked off because someone's not ready to make a decision. Someone's blinded to their own circumstances, to their own thoughts, is what I'm seeing in regards to love. Let's move on and have a look at your career, business, work situation here for the sign of Taurus. Okay, you've got the Hanged Man, 3 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, the Empress, the Hermit, and the Death card. Okay, major transitions happening in the workplace, which is nice. Things that have previously been imbalanced here with the Hangman will improve in regards to your relationships with other people. Again, the notion of connections, contacts, and networking is coming up. I think this is a major theme for you. A celebration of some, you know, the 4 of Wands is here, the 3 of Cups. I'm not sure if this is after work drinks, a birthday, an event, a conference, a gala night, a networking opportunity. Some sort of, you know, this is bringing people together. I'm not sure if this will be you, but a team project or contacts, this will improve your work situation in some way here. So if you've been imbalanced in regards to the people you've been connecting with at work, I definitely feel like this will be improving for you. The Death card is really dominating these 6 cards here, and this is all about transition. This is about things that were mystery that are coming to light here. It's Scorpio energy, so for those that have been dealing with a Virgo or a Scorpio, this person is coming in very, very prominently around you. It does speak of a major ending for some of you. Now, you did have the Empress in your general read last month, so I do believe you're still continuing to shine. You're still being placed on this pedestal here, which is absolutely amazing. I see you celebrating a very large victory here. People were critical. People didn't think you could do it, Taurus, but you did it. 9 of Pentacles, you're coming into complacency. This is money, gain, growth. Enjoying luxurious surroundings, enjoying benefits, enjoying assets, tools of trade, enjoying something in the physical here in regards to your improvement with a boss maybe. Maybe you're getting into someone's good books here, and because of that you're receiving more money, more acknowledgement. You know, this could be a transition in money, an ending of some kind brings you the money you've been entitled to. Maybe this is a workers' compensation case. I feel for some of you this could be tied in because you're going from the 5 of Pentacles to the 9, which is it's a quantum leap in regards to finances. If you've been in a very tight situation with funding your business, for example, or receiving clients, there could be quite a massive leap here. Now, you could be receiving money from a creditor, a financial institution, from a bank, from a client. It could be a large sum of money you've been waiting on, and it finally comes to you sometime this month. As I said, the Empress is here, and I see the Empress as an earth sign. I do. You know, she rules fertility. She's very grounded. She's surrounded by earthly nature. I do see this as an earth sign. Particularly if you are dealing with a Virgo here, or this is you. I do believe you're continuing to shine in your field. You've got a crown of victory. People are looking to you. 9 of Pentacles looks to you. The Virgo looks to you. And you're sitting very poised on your throne here, Taurus. So I think this is a lot of complacency. You're becoming very comfortable. Comfortable with the people you're working with. Remember those emotional connections I spoke about? Comfortable with the money you're receiving. Comfortable with your surroundings. The 9 of Pentacles and the Empress rule the physical realm. So the office that you're in, the building that you're located in, the benefits that come with your job situation, the roles, responsibilities, duties, tasks that are being delegated to you perhaps. And this is nice. You're definitely coming into an area of complacency in regards to work. The Hermit is here. Some of you, they've been thinking about making a change and creating your own autonomous business. This could prove to be quite successful here for you. The Virgo shines his lamp, which leads him to the Empress. Wonderful physical manifestations here. The Empress rules fertility and birth. So this is giving credence to an idea. This is giving birth to an idea. This is nurturing the growth of an idea, project, business. So I'm liking this. The Hermit is very, very analytical. There's a lot of research, a lot of forethought, a lot of planning that has gone into this, but it could lead you to a lot of success here. It could lead you to a lot of money here as well, Taurus. So this is quite exciting. I do believe analytics are needed for you sometime during this month. I'm not sure if you're analyzing, this could be the conversation that's important that's taking place for you this month around the workplace. If this is the case, I feel like you'll take a lot from it and you'll be analyzing this situation, potentially wondering how you could improve on it, is what I'm seeing. How you could improve on this a situation here. You know, it's going back, taking something, you know, letting it digest, letting it register. This sort of energy around you is going to help you. It's going to bring change, very much so. You've got the Death card here. Could be a Scorpio. Massive endings and new beginnings revolve around you in the workplace, in the career front. Something that was a mystery finally comes out into the open here. Could be about someone else. It could be a project, you know, the company has been working on, or you've been working on. Maybe you're finally putting it out there to someone else. Maybe you're finally sharing those bright ideas that you have with the people you work with. And suddenly people are on board. People agree with your idea. People are wanting to work alongside you. They're wanting to help fund this idea. They're wanting to help bring it to fruition, which is very, very nice. Potential for a lot of success here. The 4 of Wands. Potential to see growth. There could be losses here around some of you. I'm not going to lie. I feel like if this is in regards to finance, I feel like it's almost like a roller coaster. There'll be losses, gains, losses, gains. There's no happy medium, at least not this month. And that's okay. Sometimes we have to take the good with the bad. You know, it's not all peaches and cream, Taurus. But I do believe there's the element of loss, but then there's also gain. So be prepared for this. It could be, you know, different contracts falling through with people. There's different clients, customers. There's a lot of different people here around you, Taurus, that can offer you these losses, but can also offer you profits, gains, material wealth in this regard here as well. But look, I will leave it at that, Taurus.